Hey YouTube, welcome to part 2 of the tow bar installation. In the last episode we got the tow bar on the car, and in this episode we're going to do the electrical wiring for it. These are the instructions that come with this. It's a do-it-yourself kit, and I kid you not, if you had to rely on these instructions you'd be struggling if you had no idea of what you were doing. Not very clear. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to survive with these, that's for sure. But I think I can get it all done. I have done this a little bit in the past, so how hard can it be? First thing to do is to get the tail lights off. So it's a 10mm socket you need for the tail lights. According to the service manual, should be just 2 screws here, top and bottom. Bolts actually. Once that's all, it should slide out backwards, maybe. Need some sort of plastic tool to lever the clip on the outside of it. I had to get a plastic knife to get this out. There's a clip here, another one down here, and that one's taken the... Yeah, anyway, these 2 clips had to come out sideways on this model. Once we've got this out, what we need to do is to take this off, and there's somewhere you've got to depress. This hasn't been off since it was built. Yeah, got it. Okay, you've got to depress that clip there to get him to come out. Okay, once he's out, this is our left-hand side. So what we want is to get our harness all untwisted. One will be labelled left and one will be right. So this is our left-hand side here. It's our right-hand side. Just an L and an R on that yellow tag. Before we do that, we better see where we're going to feed him underneath, I think. Nothing too special, I'll just get the camera and I hope you can see that there. I've gone over the chassis, that's the new wire, over the chassis where the tow bar connects, through this hole up here in the side, and this up here takes us straight up to where the tail light sits. So reach down there. And as you can see, we've got a male and a female side here. Okay, that's the female side there, so we want to put the male side into it until it clicks. I hope that click was audible. And then we do the same again on this side until it clicks. And that's reconnected our tail light. Just need a little bit more slack on that wire. Not quite big enough through. Let's get those clips back in there, and then it's just a matter of putting these bolts back in place. Let's grab the socket spanner and just don't over tighten them, just a nice nip up will do. They weren't overly tight when we took them off. There we go, good as new. Before I go any further, I'm just going to put this up in place. You don't need any washers on that because this kit comes with a couple of nylock nuts. I just need that finger tight for now. I'll have to remember to come back and tighten it up after. Alright, I've undone the bolts off this earlier. Now I'm just going to try and get this knife in. Plastic knife so we don't scratch anything. That didn't work this time. Oops, there we go, there's one. There's the other one. Okay, let's get them out. Now, same deal as before. We need to push that in so we can unplug that, put him aside, and then feed this through from the bottom. Checking that we've got the right hand side. Alright, same story as before. We've got the male and female plug. Line them up and push it until it clicks, and then push this side in. And what we've done there is we've just created a jumper off these lights, so the lights will still function, and I'll take the power off to the trailer as well. Right, that's that part of it done. That's the easy part. Right, that's the control unit up in there. You can see the spare tyres there. I mounted it in behind the spare tyre just above the tow-bar there. I didn't have the camera to do it because it was all done by feel. I needed both hands to do it. I had to drill a hole in this rear piece here. It's covered by the plastic on the outside so you can't see it. And I got the bolt through and done up with a nylock nut so it'll be quite secure. I've just got to go over to put these earth wires on now. I'm going to put them on over the other side. Again, no hole for it, so I'm going to have to drill one. But at least I won't have to work by feel on this one. There's not much room here to see what's happening, but you can see the spare tyre there. That's the exhaust coming through there. And that's the back of the car there. And I'm going to drill a hole through about there to mount these earth wires on. Somewhere about there I'll have to put the camera down to do it because I haven't got a lot of room to work here. Hope you can see that hole there. It's in the centre of the light, but I can't see it in the viewfinder of the camera, so maybe it's going to prove difficult. I'll see. I just put my finger there. It's just there anyway. The back of the car sort of slopes away there. This is just on the bend as it starts to curve out that way. Exhaust pipes there. Spare tyres there, and these wires will just reach nicely over to it. And the kit comes with a self-tapping screw and a star washer to stop it coming out to attach it with. Again, got to put the camera down because there's no room to work. There it is there, all screwed in. Just sort of get my finger up behind. Feel that I've got about 5 or 6 mils, quarter of an inch gap between the end of the screw and the plastic on the other side, so it's not going to touch or scratch through. That's all good. Our next thing to do is to run this wire here through to the front of the car so I can pick up on the battery, and then now I've just got to tighten the screws up and use cable ties to fasten it all together. Right, this is the other piece that we've got to put on up here to the battery. This is a piece of the wire I just pulled through. I had to crawl in under the car and feed it through alongside the factory installed wiring so that it kept it out of the way of any hot parts. I'm going to cable tie it or zip tie it to the factory wiring. Then at this end we've got this piece here. A cap comes off and that's a little fuse in there. We plug this in, and you won't see it on the video, but if you run your finger along it, you'll feel there's a little clip on both sides of this metal piece, and that will engage inside here. There, you'll hear it click in, and that's engaged now. You can't get it out again. Then all we've got to do is take that nut off there and install this. But I'll lay it somewhere where it's a bit out of the way, something like that, and lay that in there, and I'll cable tie everything up. I'll run you along underneath the car as I cable tie it up just to show you where it's running. But I'm not going to attach that just yet because before I attach that I'm just going to put a multimeter on a couple of things, just make sure we've got no shorts in the wiring before I make it live. Got the earth on the exhaust because the whole chassis of the car's earthed. And I'm going along testing each one of these pins on the plug, and I've done the first one where I'm expecting to see one on all of them except for the earth pin. This is the earth I'm doing now. Drops down to 0, showing we've got a good earth there. Okay, all the others coming out at 1, so we've got no shorts. That will be safe to connect to the battery now. Just going along putting some cable ties or zip ties on this. Got one across there, another one there around the tow bar, and I've gone all along the tow bar with the zip ties. So you just fix the cable there. This bit hanging out here is for electric brakes. I don't have any electric brakes, or I don't have a trailer that has electric brakes at the moment, so I'm just leaving that there unattached and ready to rock and roll if I ever do get the trailer with electric brakes. This is the wire that leads up to the engine. I'm just going to go along and cable tie it to the factory installed wire all the way along to the engine. I'll put them about every foot or so. Just hold it nice and firm against that, because that'll be routed in a quite a safe area. It won't be subject to heat or too much vibration. It'll wear through it. I've cable tied this all up. I've got a cable tie down here and another one here, and of course they're all the way along under the car. We'll run through that after. I've just got to take this. Oh, looks like he's had some Loctite or something put on him. And that red there could be just some grease to stop battery corrosion, but. And there we have it. That's all safely tucked away down in there, out of the way. Right, done. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to see more of my videos, you can go to my YouTube channel. Videos are a little bit further apart these days because life's a lot busier than it was when I started this channel. Nevertheless, there are more videos in the pipeline. So, until then.